Harvey's havoc. Like many of you, we're trying to grasp just how bad things are in Texas right now. At least 8 people are dead, tens of thousands homeless. Up to 50 inches of rain will have fallen when this is all said and done. Houston, our 4th largest city, is practically underwater tonight. And this is far-reaching. The natural disaster in the Lone Star State is impacting gas prices here in Michigan. The question, how much and for how long? Rushing to the rescue, West Michigan joins the fight to help those in need. And today, President Trump vowed 100% of his support. Here's NBC's Jay Gray with a look at what's happening there right now.
The rain here just won't stop.
The people who have lived here 25, 30, 40 years haven't seen anything like this.
Water swallowing entire neighborhoods, forcing its way into homes.
This was more than we can imagine.
And more than many can bear.
The rescue people came and took us to what was here.
Some areas have already taken on more than 20 inches of rain, and before it's over, that number could double.
This is a landmark event. We have not seen an event like this.
Every member of the Texas National Guard has been deployed, joined by state and local law enforcement, federal agents, and a volunteer Navy, all scrambling to pull thousands to higher ground.
We are still involved in the search and rescue process.
Using every available asset, Coast Guard choppers, boats, even flatbed trucks.
It's over 5 feet in our house. We barely made it out. I'm just so grateful that they came.
And the effort is far from over.
It's still a very dangerous situation out there. We're expecting more rain.
Rescue teams like the nation's 4th largest city now stretched to their limits, but still delivering survivors to safety and shelters, giving literally everything they can.
Thank you.
And everything is exactly what they need right now. Jay Gray, NBC News, Houston.
Just devastating to see all that. Many of you are joining the ranks to help Houston and the rest of southern Texas. Officially, about 60 people from Michigan are slated to help out, but the Red Cross says they're getting flooded with local people who want to help. They need money and boots on the ground. Next week, the Red Cross is holding a Zero to Hero training program that gives inexperienced volunteers the information they need to travel to Texas to help. Details on the courses are still being worked out, but of course, we'll let you know when they're finalized. And a local business is shipping its products south. KL Outdoors just announced they're building their headquarters in Muskegon, and now they're planning to send about 2,000 kayaks to Texas and Louisiana to help rescue people living in those flooded areas. Now, if you can't head to Texas, but you want to help, here's how. You can help the Salvation Army by calling 1-800-SAL-ARMY or the American Red Cross at 1-800-HELP-NOW. We know that a lot of people do want to help. You can also text 90999 to donate $10 to the Red Cross relief effort. And you know, Bill, Hurricane Harvey hit over the weekend. A lot of people are thinking, okay, this is it. It's over now.
Not
Hardly
over.
the case.
Not at all. In fact, I just checked the weather obs in Houston. They're still getting moderate to heavy rain right there, so that's compounding the problem. And you can see on radar, this is current live radar, all that yellow and some red there indicating where there's heavy rain, and that will continue here tonight and into the day tomorrow. Here's a look at storm total rainfall, and you can see the heaviest rain has fallen from the Houston area, west almost to Austin, north to Bryan College Station, east over to Lake Charles, Louisiana. Some rainfall totals here exceeded 30 inches around the Houston area. We just picked some random spots there. There's also a threat of tornadoes off to the east, southeast Texas, and also parts of southern Louisiana under a tornado watch tonight. The storm moving back out over water, which should keep it pretty strong, tropical storm strength, and then it comes on land, moves up through Louisiana into Arkansas, becomes a tropical depression, heads up toward the Memphis area. Some of the initial showers from, or some of the remnant showers could make it all the way up to Fort Wayne or Cleveland here in a couple of days.
That's got to be so upsetting for people. Here they are dealing with all that. The rain continues, tornado watch, the storm going over water getting worse.